What up, everybody? It's Ep4. Let's talk about it. This is Queen Sugar Season 3, Episode 4. Woo, y'all, tonight was excellent. Oh my gosh, it was fantastic. So let's go ahead and get into it. Darla and Ralph Angel sit down at the table. Blue is very excited to see his mother. He's bringing her all the things that he's been doing at school, and she seems really happy to see him too. She tells him about a bonfire that they're gonna have Friday night for the grandfather, or Ralph, Ralph Angel's father. He asks her if she's coming, and she look at Ralph Angel. He looking at her like, nah, man, you ain't coming. So she like, no, I'm gonna skip this one. I'm gonna try to make your birthday party. So she tells him to go play, and then her and Ralph Angel have a talk. She basically tells him that she's gonna do anything she can to be a part of her child's life. She's gonna make it work. So Vi calls Charlie and tells her that she needs to take Prosper to the doctor the next day at like 10:30 in the morning. Charlie says she got something to do, and she like, girl, listen, I ain't got time for all of that. You got somebody who can do that for you. We need you to take him to the doctor. Nova is out buying things for the commemoration on that Friday. So she agrees to go do that. Then we see Charlie trying to write a letter, because they're all supposed to write a letter for the bonfire and throw it into the bonfire. So she's trying to write her letter, but she can't really, pull up the words that she needs to say. This is partly because I think that she feels ashamed, maybe a little embarrassed, like her father would be pleased with what she's doing or how she's doing her business. So I think that has to do with why she can't really find the words for her dad. Oh, and we find out that Charlie and Nova are not speaking at this time, because I said if you was talking to your sister, you would know, that she was getting things for the commemoration. So Nova and Charlie are not speaking this time, probably because Nova doesn't agree with what her sister is doing and how she's going about it. We see Nova at her house, with writer's block. She's trying to figure out what she's going to do for this proposal, what this book is going to be about, since she no longer has access to the articles that she wrote for that newspaper. So she calls Violet and tries to get some advice from her. And Violet like, look, they want the book to be about you, not me, child. You from here. You the only writer I know that means something that's from St. Joe. And you have a whole bunch of stories to tell, girl. So tell your story, because I ain't got time. Then at the same time, a woman comes in from the church, and she tells her that the supper club been having this church on Wednesday in the kitchen every year since she been there. Okay, so they need to collect their things and hurry up and get out of there. I mean, with an attitude, like the hate, child, was unbelievable from this woman. It's like, girl, you mad or you jealous, girl? Which one is it? Because she came in there with an attitude, and even though Violet is saying, listen, the check's clear, baby, every time, So she like, well, I don't care. They've been here since I've been here, so you need to find something else to do. It's time for Vi to get an industrial kitchen. It's time, girl. It's time. Vi was getting on my nerves this episode, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Meets with her private investigator. I feel like I can trust her now, okay, y'all? I know it took me a couple of weeks, because I just had to know, was she on the good team or the bad team? I don't know. You got to watch. You got to watch it. That's all I'm trying to say. So anyway, she meets with her private investigator, and she's telling her all about the Landry's business. Basically, there's some Landrys who report less than what they're making. There's a brother that live in Houston. He a lawyer, and even though he got a girlfriend on the side for a few years, it all seems pretty legit. He tells them about what Jacob said was true about the rift in the family and the 6% and why they don't all get along with each other or whatever. So Charlie is like, look, just keep looking, just keep digging, because the lady can't really find nothing salacious other than, one brother like prostitutes and one of them like this and, things of that nature. Blue is asleep, and Darla and Ralph Angel have another talk. She asks why there's plastic under his sheets, and Ralph Angel tells her that Blue has been peeing in the bed ever since a couple of weeks after she left. And she's like, well, why didn't you tell me that? These are things that she needs to know. And Ralph Angel does need to stop being immature and talk to her, because even though she, lied to you and all of that stuff, she still is the boy mama. So she do need to talk to him from time to time. So he agrees with her. And she says that she want to go on a field trip. And he tells her that he going on a field trip, so she don't need to go on no damn field trip. Okay, he got it. We good over here. Thanks, sis. So she's like, why didn't you tell me about the peeing in the bed? He says he was embarrassed by it. He didn't want anybody to know. And she was like, well, I need to know these things. And like I said, he agrees with her. He's talking about the bonfire and how Blue doesn't want to celebrate his birthday anymore because of what happened. If you remember on the first season, Papa Ernest died at the funeral. Papa Ernest died at the birthday party. He had the heart attack, and that's when he went into the hospital. So Blue doesn't want to celebrate his birthday anymore. So they decided to do the bonfire, which is a tradition in their family, as a way to make his birthday happy again. And Darla sees the light and agrees with that. And she understands that him and Blue have been through a lot this past year. He tells them, you know, they're gonna work on getting co-parenting relationship working together. So I see a lot of growth in Ralph Angel. He is really maturing. You better mature, Ralph Angel. Charlie goes to pick up Prosper for his doctor's appointment, and you know, as old people do, he can't find all his paperwork, and he a black man, y'all. I don't know if y'all know this, but a lot of black men do not like to go to the doctor. It's like they will have everything in the world to do but go to the doctor. And black women too, because I gotta get on my mama about going to the doctor. She'll walk around in pain for months and years and never go to the doctor. Okay, just take pain pill and just work through it. So he don't have all his stuff together, and he trying to stall. And she starts walking around the house, and she sees the trumpet, and plus she also sees some old pictures, you know, from back in the day with her dad and some of the pictures. She asked him, do he play? And he said, yeah, he used to get down there on Frenchman. Now, y'all, Frenchman is a real place in New Orleans. Frenchman Street is where the live music is. So go on down to the French Quarters. It's like on the outside of the French Quarters, but it's called Frenchman Street, and get your life, okay? Because it's fun as fuck. She tells him, well, maybe we could reschedule with tomorrow, and, you know, I'll come here early and help you look for your papers. Because then he goes into a little diatribe about how her father talked about how she was so headstrong and all this, that, and the other. You can tell he just don't want to go to the doctor today, okay? So they're going to try it again tomorrow. I kind of like the scene at Prosper's house because when I think about my grandmother's house, my grandmother's from Mississippi, y'all. My mom is from Mississippi. So, and like when you go into my grandmother's house, it is like that. It's like a time capsule. Well, before Hurricane Katrina, it was even more so like that because she had a lot of old pictures and family heirlooms and things like that that got lost in the hurricane. But like when she can start telling you stories about things she used to do and places they used to go, and when she be in the city in New Orleans and like all type of stuff. So like I just love that. Like I love how this show like touches bases with regular people, like not superstars, not people who trying to be actors, singers. Nothing wrong with that, but you know, it just kind of touches on a person who decides to just honor their community, live their life, and be a productive citizen where they were born and raised. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's a beautiful thing. I don't know what y'all think. That's beautiful to me. So Vi and Hollywood are taking their pies to, I don't know if they're taking them to a warehouse storage unit or they taking them to the grocery store. I'm not exactly sure, but they dropping off their order. And he's basically saying that, you know, you need a delivery truck, girl. We can get this together. She like, I'm not ready to buy no truck. And you know, he's telling her some of the pies are smashed, and she said she coming, and then she had to take a second, y'all. She had to take a second and breathe and like collect herself. I'm like, listen, one thing that better not happen is Vi better not die. Now she was getting on my nerves, but she damn sure needs to start taking care of herself because I'm tired of this. Okay, you ain't supposed to be sitting down winded and breathing, girl. These your pies. You need to have a recipe and have everybody else making the damn pies, and you sitting down there going like that. The hell? Why? I was so worried I started to get mad, like, why don't you let this damn man buy you a truck, bitch? Why don't you let him get you an industrial kitchen? Stop playing with these damn people. You got everything right there. I can't get nobody to text me back. And we got everything right there. And you won't take advantage of it. Girl. Meanwhile, Blue, Ralph Angel, and Darla are eating at a diner, and he said he gotta go to the bathroom. He ate too much food, and so they have another talk. Darla tells him that she wants to go on a school field trip, and he tells her, I already told you, baby, I'm going. Okay, you not going. And she like, I shouldn't have to ask permission to see my son, to spend time with my son. And it burnt him a little bit, you know, because it ain't his son's. But she corrected that real quick. She said, our son. And he was like, yeah, bitch, remember that, because when you was around here sucking on the crap pipe and everything else, I was the one taking care of our son, okay? She tells him, you know, I'm still his mother, you still his dad, nothing has changed. And he tells her, everything has changed, boo. Everything has changed. So the next day, Nova is dropping off some food for the commemoration, and she runs into Remy. Remy is out there on the farm. He about to give some of his students a lesson on fertilization. They have a little friendly banter between each other. And, you know, I was like... Because y'all remember last season, they brushed and touched in the kitchen. And I was like, I don't approve. And I don't agree with this. I don't like where this is going. I can see it already. And I don't like it. No. Davis picks up Micah for a visit, and he has a little small talk with Charlie. You can tell he either feels some type of way or maybe he like her again, you know. And he tells her that she did something nice with the place, and she like, I ain't changed nothing since you was here the last time. And he like, oh, okay. You know, I guess he felt dumb for saying that. And she tells him about she asks about the commemoration, and she said, yeah, you know we about to have a commemoration, yeah, on Friday. Yeah, we are. You ain't invited, nigga. She don't say that, but that's her whole body language gave off, like, nigga, you ain't invited because this ain't your family no more. He leaves. leaves, and you can tell he felt some type of way. And you can tell Charlie had a little bit of satisfaction, like, bitch, I put you all the way out of my life, okay? You can't come no more. Never, you can't come back. I was like, I said, Charlie, you better let him know, okay? Davis is trash, honey. Just when you be starting to like Davis a little bit, here he go with this bullshit, girl. Violet is at home. She's sitting down at the table, and her and Hollywood have a talk. He tells her that he knows somebody who got a delivery truck and only need a few $100s to fix it all up and they can get it out there. And she like, I don't need no delivery truck, and I started this business myself, and I want to keep it that way, and I don't want to owe nobody. And he was like, I'm like, owe somebody? Bitch, that's gonna be your husband. I'm like, oh. But when she starts to explain why she feels that way, then it was, I better understood her point of view. Basically, she said Jimmy Dale, her ex-husband, you know, the one who beat her and all of that Ernest beat up. Y'all remember he beat his ass? So, she said Jimmy Dale bought the house that they living in, and that every time she stepped foot in it, he let her know that he bought the house. So she kind of got a chip on her shoulder about owing people stuff. Now, I ain't gonna lie, when she gave that explanation, I cut her a little bit of slack because I'm that type of person. I can't be prideful sometimes. Like, y'all, I could be down to my last $10 and won't ask nobody for money. Like, I will go through every avenue possible so that I don't have to ask somebody for money, because that's how serious I am about owing people money. I don't like to do it. It's a prideful thing that I have, that I don't like to ask for help. And so her thing is, she wants to have the business for herself because she don't want nobody to be able to hold something over her head later on down the line. But Hollywood, which I agree with, you have to be able to recognize when somebody is not like the person that you used to be with. He's telling her, girl, I ain't nothing like no damn Jimmy Dale, so don't even go there. Don't even do that. And he like, listen, I want you to work. I see you out here doing amazing things, but I also see that you need to take care of yourself. I'm like, bitch, you got a good, girl. You got a good man, girl. What are you doing, Violet? What are you doing, sis? And if you don't want him, send him over here, honey. So Nova goes out to the field where Remy is out there talking to his students, and they asked her a few questions about the farm. You know, she introduced herself, and she said, you know, her brother worked the farm and she doing her own thing. And so she asked who wants to be farmers, and all the kids raised their hand. And she tells Nova, oh, you must really be a good teacher, huh? And they smiling like, bitch, why you had to walk all the way to the field, girl? You could have just gotten your car and left and be like, hey, there, all right, I'm gonna see you next time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't have to walk over there, Nova. You out of line, okay? No, God. And Davis are at the video game arcade. They seem to be having a little good time. So at the same time, Charlie and Prosper made it to the car this time, but now he's talking about he left his jacket inside. So Charlie goes back in the house to get the jacket, and when she goes in there, she sees a picture of him and her dad from when they were younger, looking so handsome out there on the farm. You know what I'm saying? But she also finds a letter of eviction from the Landry company to Prosper's family. So we thought Prosper owned this land, but apparently he doesn't. Remy is packing up for the day, and so is Nova. She's going through a shed looking at some old things, fishing, you know, fishing rods and things like that. And he comes up to her and makes a joke about how, you know, she a fisherman. You know, look at her. I didn't know she was a fisherman and a social activist. And she talks about this story about her dad. When they was 10, she used to go fishing with him because Charlie didn't want to get dirty, and Rap Angel was doing too much, okay, or he was too young. And so they used to go fishing together. And she said one time they went fishing, they stopped at a gas station out in Bufunky, Louisiana somewhere, and the dad came out the gas station and he had a busted lip. So something must have happened. You know, it was some smug white boys that was on the inside. So she said he never talked about it. He just wanted her to feel special, and they went on with their fishing day. And so I like how the whole show was basically, Ernest was like the backdrop of the whole show, how Ernest communicated with each person, how he related to each person in their life. And they all, not everybody, but they all took a moment and like kind of his spirit kind of just hovered over and, you know, gave us some nice conclusions for this episode. Ernest was in the midst, honey. He was out here in the midst on this episode. They still flirting though, and I don't like that shit. So we back at the hospital with Charlie and Prosper, and Charlie starts asking Prosper about those eviction papers. Well, first she asked him who was gonna take care of him when he get out of back surgery. He said his daughter, but he ain't had time to call his daughter. He haven't told his daughter anything. And then she says that, okay, well, what about the eviction notice? And he tells her, okay, you was being nosy, so you was up in there all up in my damn business. But I've been leasing the land for years, Sam allowed us to live in the house, and now, you know, I got this letter saying that I have to be gone. So Charlie's pissed because now this is affecting her family, friends, and this is the same thing that happened to those farmers before, but they just didn't tell her all the truth. Okay, so now this is starting to get real. So he gets called to go up into the hospital for his appointment, and guess who opened the door, baby? Romero. I'm here for Romero, okay? I'm here for him. So I don't know if he a nurse or a doctor. Either one I'll take, okay? But, you know, they get their little flirt on. She said, I'm sorry I haven't been able to call you. I just haven't had time to focus on me. And he's like, it's all good, girl. Take your time, baby. Okay, the offer still stands because I know where to go. It's 24 hours and they have the best pie. How many of y'all think that's the high yellow? They going to be in the high yellow, and guess who else going to be there? Remy, Nova. That's going to be interesting because I have a feeling he talking about Vi's pies. Child. This is so tired and so through. Like, Davis and Micah are in the car. Davis looking all sad. He starts talking about how Ernest affected his life, how he came to all his big games, how he used to call him to just talk to him about life and give him advice on love and things like that, and how he never had that before because I don't think Davis grew up in a home with a father, okay? Then he starts to tell Micah something. Apparently, Micah has a sister. Now, when he said that, I said, okay, well, maybe he just got with somebody after Charlie, you know, and they just had a baby. Okay, it is what it is. You know, you got a new baby. And he's like, her name is Tia. When Micah said, how old is she? I said, she better be a goddamn baby. This Negro said she was 13 years old. Are you kidding me? Micah ain't nothing but 16 or 17 his damn self, y'all. So that means either while him and Charlie was dating or when they first got married, he was cheating on Charlie with somebody, got the woman pregnant. Now the woman has passed away, and I bet you a million times homegirl gonna be down to St. Joe to meet the family, okay, before this season is over with, okay? So Micah is pissed, and he talking about he ashamed of what he did and he was wrong and all of that, but he not ashamed of her. He wants her to meet her and all of that. And you know, Micah is like, okay, so does mom know about this? And when that Negro said no, Micah was just like me, bitch, I ain't got time. He was like, LeBron, bitch, I'm gonna get my purse and I'm gonna get the fuck out of here, okay? Because I ain't got time. Micah was through. He was through. He was just like all of us watching the show. Through, trash. Just when you trying to give Davis a little bit of credit, just when you try to give him a little bit of something, child, here he go with the BS. How you got a 13-year-old child and you ain't never, child, listen, Micah is pissed. I'm pissed. Everybody damn pissed. So he get out the car. His daddy trying to call him back in the car, but he gone. He out of there. Charlie meets up with Jacob, and she come in there. Boom. What's going on? These people. Why are people getting kicked off your land? And so he trying to calm her down, telling her it's not them, it's the EPA. So apparently, after the 2 hurricanes from last year, runoff from the river has gotten into the farmland, and they have found mercury in the land. So they're making them leave. They're making the tenants leave so they can do more testing on the soil. He's telling her that this is hurting us too because we're at a loss. And she's like, listen, the people are breaking contracts and they didn't want to be honest with me, but this is what's going on. Why didn't you tell me? And he's like, listen, we're going to make up the money. It's not a problem. She like, I ain't worried about no damn money, okay? I'm worried about the people, the people, okay? Like my family friend is on that list. Okay, so what? How you gonna fix that? She is pissed, and he like trying to calm her down because the secretary calls him, I guess, and tells him that she has been trying to call him, and he said, I know she right here. Or it could have been somebody else, but I think it was the secretary. But she's sitting there, he begging her to sit down, and she softened up a little bit, y'all. Like, she kind of believed him, and I think that's because that private detective had told her that, you know, they seem like they on the up and up, or at least Jacob's side of the family seem like they on the up and up with their shit, and that he's sincere. I think he really liked Charlie, because if he didn't really like her, he wouldn't care. Okay, because it is what it is. They're going to get kicked off. You know what I'm saying? And plans going to go forth as scheduled. So I think he's trying to fix it because he's invested in her because he actually likes her. Now, I don't know if she actually liked him, but I think she might you know, have a soft spot for him. But I don't think they're gonna hook up. I don't think she have no type of feelings for him like that. I don't know. But what y'all think? Hell, I could be wrong. I don't know. Nova and Ralph Angel are having a talk with Blue as he's trying to write his letter for the commemoration. Basically, he asked some questions about how Grandma True died. She was sick like my mama. No, not sick like your mama, but you know, sick. And he says, I'm gonna write this letter for my grandfather to tell him thank you for bringing my mom back. And you know, they kind of giggle with himself because, like I said, Ernest's spirit was looming, okay, trying to fix problems that's going on in the family. You know, he is what brought everybody back together, and once again, it's kind of like a bookie, and he's bringing everybody back together again. They all meet at the bonfire, and they talk about how Ernest has affected them in whatever way. Vi gives a short speech, and then she calls Blue over to her, and he tells everyone that this is how he's going to celebrate his birthday. They go around the circle, and we see Micah throws his in. He sees that, then we see Micah looking at some video of them when they was a family at a press conference, and Charlie comes in the room to check on him, and he's like, you know, it's all good. And so Davis has put him in a horrible position, not, you know, wanting to tell his mama what happened, but, you know, not want to bring her no more pain or whatever. So he in a bad spot right now. And then we see Ralph Angel throws his in the fire, and then we see him filling out the permission slip and putting Darla's name instead of his name as going on a field trip. And that was a wonderful thing, because you got to be able to co-parent, y'all. You got to be able to co-parent on people, even if they're not, if y'all not together no more, however messed up your situation, that's still y'all child, and you got to learn how to work together. You can't just shut the other person out. So he's learning to be more mature, and we're all happy about that. We see Nova put her paper in the fire, and now she da-da-da-da-da, because she got a little love interest going on, okay? So that's the #1 reason she ain't got no writer's block no more. But you know, with all the stories and all the advice and all the, you know, like I said, Ernest spirit looming over, she clack, 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 clack. She clack, clacking. So I'm excited to see what her book is going to be about. And then when Charlie throws hers in, she says, I'm going to take care of him. And she's meaning prosper. So, and I think she mean like as far as living, as far as, you know, health-wise, she'll be there for him like another daughter for him. Because that was his friend. That was his homie. That was his road dog. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they should take care of him. Vi throws hers in the fire, and then we see her and Hollywood talking, and she says she's going to accept the help, but it's going to take her a minute, you know, to get used to it. She going to have to learn as she go along. And he like, girl, I love you. Don't you worry about it. I said, y'all better work it out. Jesus, just work it out. Lord, please stay together. Please stay together. And that's pretty much it, y'all. That was the whole episode. It was really, really, really good tonight. I'm excited to see where it's going to go next. Is Davis going to introduce this girl to the family? How that shit going to go? I see Nova and Remy going out on the fishing day talking about you deserve this kind of man. Remy, shut up. Because you always be talking about somebody deserves some man. Remy is corny to me now. Like, I don't even know if I like him no more, okay? He getting on my nerves. Hopefully, Vi and Hollywood can hold it together. Vi, don't be with that stupid shit now. I know you had a bad man in the past, but you got a good one now, so don't act like that. But I do want Nova book to be good. I just don't want her to be messing around with Remy, because I think that's going, but I think it's going to happen because it's going to further create a rift between her and her sister. They haven't been as close as they were the first season. It was her and Nova, and Ralph was on the outside. Now it's her and Ralph, and I think Nova and Charlie, not necessarily Nova and Ralph Angel, but Nova and Charlie gonna separate them, especially when she go on that date with Romero and they all be at the High Yellow, honey. I can tell you right now, it's not gonna be a good situation. So, excellent TV. I mean, excellent. Ava, Oprah, y'all are doing it, okay? I just want to thank y'all for tuning in to my reviews. This is probably my most watched review on my channel, y'all. I love you. Thank you for watching it. I appreciate your comments. I read all of them. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video with all your friends. If you want to follow me on social media, you can follow me at Who Is April Dawn. Yes, my Instagram is still private because I have a job and I can't be on there, you know what I'm saying, just wilding out all over the internet, y'all. So you can follow me at April Dawn TV Plug on Facebook, even though I don't keep that page updated like I probably should, but you can if you want to. And you can also follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, all at Who Is April Dawn. So I'll holler at y'all next week. Have a blessed one. Peace.